This episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is sponsored by the best-selling book, Halloween Horror Nights Unofficial, The Story and Guide 2017. If you're brave enough to attend Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, you better believe you'll need a survival guide. Head over to Amazon and pick up your copy now and get the stories behind the scares and never miss a trick.
Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for 6 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 263 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I'm your host for today's show. My name is Darren, and joining me we have Tracy.
Hello.
And Lee.
Hello everyone.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Excited to talk more Universal Orlando.
Absolutely.
It's been interesting, actually. And to say that I want to throw a bit of a bit out there to Universal's guest services team, because good friend of the show, Mr. Craig Lucas, visited Volcano Bay last week and had a less than stellar day.
Yes.
It took him an hour and a half from parking his car in the parking garage to entering his cabana. So from parking, getting on the bus, getting to the park and getting inside their private paid-for cabana that cost them a pretty penny, it took an hour and a half.
Right.
He tweeted them and they have made everything very okay, actually.
No, good for them for actually putting it right.
Yes, but he did it in a respectful...
I was going to say,
he didn't go on ranting
right
and raving,
yeah.
and it's, and they've made it very right. God.
As I say, catch more flies with honey.
So yes, well done, Universal Orlando.
Yeah, no, it's good to see that they do respond.
Yeah, that was on
and
Twitter
they respond
as well.
As I say, complain properly.
Because I said, did you not go to guest services? Have you seen the line for guest services? I went, fair enough. Well, I didn't say fair enough. I went, just go. And he went, but we've got kids and there's six of us.
Which is fair enough.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Volcano Bay and people probably respectfully and not respectfully complaining about it, Trace, you want to tell us about some food items returning?
Food items returning. Well, now we've been alerted that certain food items that have been removed from Volcano Bay have returned.
Woohoo!
This is notably the steak and chicken tacos, which can be found at the Feasting Frog.
Which is a taco station, and they originally removed all the tacos from the taco place.
I did nearly gross a lot of people out because I very nearly said the steak and chicken frogs.
No.
Because I read I know, yeah. Steak and chicken frog tacos. So yes, that's returning, and hopefully we might see a few more. I don't expect everything to return, but just another 2 or 3, just to give people that unique food option. It's nice to have a place where you can only get it, a meal where you can only get it in that one place. It's a signature dish. Yeah. So
Volcano Bay is such a weird thing at the moment still, because I retweeted Craig's tweet about having a bad day there, and I had 2 or 3 people get in touch saying we were there last week and we had a great time. We had no issues, and
it's very much in flux and settling in at the moment.
Such a hit and miss.
Yeah, big time. So.
Yeah. And it's sad, I hope that they did this, they would look at everything that's gone on down the road and pull it all out working smoothly, and it just hasn't at all.
Give them time. It will eventually.
But it's difficult. But Tracy, you and I had a conversation. We were at a theme park yesterday.
Yes, we were.
And we had a conversation about how did theme parks go about not getting rid of, but trying to minimize the amount of time that people spend in line, and it's
impossible.
I think we've talked about on the show, because you two put me right, that I kind of said they didn't say that there'd be no queues, and they did. They said it would be entirely queueless, and I think to expect a theme park to be entirely clueless.
Well, there you go. You said it.
That's a Freudian slip if ever I heard one. But to expect it to be queueless it's
unfeasible.
It is. It can't happen. By the nature of the beast, you're going to have queues. I don't see... I mean, they must have people working on this all the time because, as a theme park company, you don't want people standing in line. People standing in lines, they aren't spending money, eating food, buying merch. Those things that keep theme parks going. It's all right, they've got your day's admission, but they make their money off the money that you spend while you're in the park. And if you're stood in a 2-hour line, then you're not spending money.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is, how they get rid of it. Apparently, a lot of people said the worst thing that happened to queue lines was Fast Pass, Express Pass.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. I like that. I've got a little piece of paper here or whatever. That means I can walk past all you little commoners. I am kidding. It's a nice feeling, but no, if there were no, like you said yesterday, if there were no express passes, things would run a lot more smoothly because it's just literally load a ride, next people are queued up, the ride unloads, next load on. And there's no stop and start to figure out where the people who are the express ones, where they're going to fit in.
And then...
and keep the people in the standby line happy because some people will be waiting there. They want to ride front row, they want to ride back row, but then they're going to have to hang back for the next one and maybe they'll let more express in. How long do these, you want to ride specifically somewhere, how long do you have to wait your turn if you're in the standby? It's things like that as well.
But then you throw in Universal even more. You've got your standby line, you've got your express line, and potentially, depending on the ride, you've got your single rider line as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're feeding 3 lines into one attraction. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Fast and Furious works when that comes in as well. Because Fallon seems to be a bit... no one kind of weird.
Yeah. When I went in there, it wasn't too busy, so I didn't really get to see it fully in action. So
yeah,
I've had an idea. What they do is they segment the park off, say, into quarters. When you buy your ticket, you go to a gate. There's a gate for each segment, right? So you start in that segment, and you have to ride all the rides in order. So you're basically creating a big circular conga line all the way around the park, and you're going up the steps to that ride, you ride it, you come down, you come out to your little pool, and you go into the next bit, and then you go around the lazy river, and you get out of there, and you go on the next ride, and then at that point it's time to have a meal at the only place you can get food from, and then it might be you walk past the toilet, so you have to go and have a wee whether you want one or not, and then you come out and you go, and it's literally just, it's like the human centipede but in ride form. And people, so you segment people off, so every part of the park is filled at the beginning, and you have to go. So there you go. And when you get to the end, you have to leave. There you go. It's
pre-selected, so that you just walk through and grab it.
Yep. Yeah. You just handed it as you walk past a lady with a big tray.
They're like a marathon where they just have stops every now and again, and you grab it as you run past.
Yep.
Just like a feed bag. Yeah. You just hook it around your ears.
But I don't see how they do it. I don't know what that next step is to try and...
Implants in the brain, there's no actual rides.
Yeah, there you go.
Because then whatever they do come up with, you've got to take into consideration that potentially that ride's going to break down as well. So you throw that into the works and it screws everything up.
Yeah.
Well, let's lighten the mood a little bit with some Producers Club birthdays.
Let's. Right.
This show's going to be all doom and gloom, I think, looking at it.
No, I've got birthdays. That's happy.
True.
Yes.
So, August the 30th, we have the lovely Tom Williamson's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Tom. I never know whether we're going to do these all together or at the end or what.
Everybody gets their own individual, then they get a big one.
Okay.
And then on September the 10th, 2 separate months, it's unusual, we have the lovely Craig Darling. It's his birthday too.
Happy birthday, Craig Darling.
Happy birthday.
Couldn't resist, could
I bet
you?
he gets that all the time. That must be so annoying.
Yep. Just let me know.
You're never right.
Just PM me if you want to give him a slap. I shall do that for you. So happy birthday, you two. I hope you have a wonderful time. Only 2 this time.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
Hope you're at Universal. Or not. I think they're both in the UK.
Hope you're at Universal then.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Okay, well then moving on. If you haven't listened to the last Dead Man's Digest, then you probably don't know that this year we'll see the last performances of the Wild Stallions, Bill S. Preston Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan.
I told you it was all going to be
At
doom and
Halloween
gloom.
Horror Nights. Yeah. And their excellent Halloween adventures are ending.
Sorry,
So-
you can give your true thoughts on it, Darren.
Oh, it's kind of gone downhill as the years have gone, as far as
Absolutely.
I'm concerned. But at the same time, it is a staple of Horror Nights. Even if I always watched it at least once, and I always like to get my picture taken with the guys. I think the actors do a great job
Yes.
as Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
It's the themes of the show are not always, on the same. It's not always something that I enjoy, but
Yeah.
it's never like, I don't know. I guess it's not too terrible. Some years have been pretty bad, but like I said, the actors do a great job of bringing those characters to life, and I like seeing them somewhere, represented. So I hope after this, maybe we see them as some walk around characters in the park.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, that'd be
having
good.
Beetlejuice. That would be great.
Yeah.
At least for a little while. And I hope this year too, with the show, that they really, kind of represent and, make it more about the show than about current events.
Yeah.
Because those are pretty much a bummer right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, coming from the UK, we've seen Bill and Ted twice, 2004, 2015, and a lot of it is American stuff,
Yes,
so
the
it kind
humour
of
goes
goes over our heads a
Yeah.
little bit. I mean, we took
Yeah.
the kids had no clue what was going on. Admittedly, it was nearly midnight and the pair of them were shattered, like, but the cool thing about it was we were sat just along from Michael Roddy, which was cool.
Yeah. And another really cool thing that's happening this year is Jason Ryan Perry, who's played Ted for a very long time, did not play him last year, is coming back this year to play him once again.
That's
That's awesome.
I think he said this is going to be like his 8th year or 9th year doing it. So
That's cool.
yeah, so that's really neat. And it's a pipe dream, but it'd be really cool to see all the old guys that played Bill and Ted at least play parts in this,
That would be
because
really
that would
cool.
include, like Kevin Vincent,
Yes.
and James
Yes.
Keaton, and that kind of
Yes.
thing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know if that would ever happen or not, but it would be really cool if it did.
That last show is going to be quite emotional
It
for
is.
fans and cast
Yeah.
alike.
There'll
Yeah.
be tears shed, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was on stage as well in that last show.
Well, like you say, it is an absolute staple of Horror Nights.
It is.
Yep. And and there is plenty of opportunity for multiple Bills and Teds
Yeah,
in
of
those
course.
two movies. So for sure.
Yeah,
So,
that would be
I-
actually cool if they got them all on together and made the story use them that way. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and I would love to see the Reaper in there again.
Yeah.
Just make it more about Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Like than the current events. Like I said, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But one rumor, the reason why it's not happening anymore is because there might not be anywhere for the show to go on. Yeah, we're hearing that once Horror Nights ends, we'll hear an announcement that Fear Factor will be closing for a Potter expansion. And due to Nintendo World beginning to be built in the Kid Zone soon, and the Animal Actors stage being demolished to make way for this, it could not be switched to being performed in any other places.
Yeah.
So
Lots of construction walls coming then.
Yeah, it's going to
that
be.
whole corner. Yeah. This has also set people speculating that Horror Nights may switch to Islands of Adventure next year. Because that is, even if they don't use a lot of those areas for Horror Nights, they use it for the queues to go in and
Yeah.
out and to get around to those backstage areas. So they'd have to find some very interesting ways around that.
I think Horror Nights next year is going to be a very interesting event.
I think so.
Very.
Yeah.
Because if that's true, we'll get to it in a minute,
Yeah.
Tris, because I think you've got the rumour behind that expansion. But if that's true and Fear Factor is going, you're going to have all of that area there gone. I'm sure I saw something the other day that it looks like construction's already beginning in Kid Zone. Was it on
Oh, yeah.
the Tim Tracker video? Did we see something out I'm sure when he went and rode ET, he looked...
yes.
And there was like a blue tenty thing down there that he said wasn't anything to do with Horror Nights. So I think it's already starting.
Oh, boy. Well...
It would lend itself to go over to Islands, but I know a lot of the complaints that it hasn't been in Islands of again because the logistics of doing Horror Nights over there, it's not as easy to do there because the streets...
It's tight.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sort of off to the side places to be able to do for scare zones and stuff. And they've done, what, 3 years? 3 years out in Islands? 2 years exclusive and then 1 year over both. I think maybe if you're going to see it in Islands, I think you might see a both rather than a exclusive.
Unless it spills out into City
I've
Walk.
never seen the Islands one, so...
Yeah, we did it, it was Marvel? No, it was Marvel. Where did we get our faces painted?
Marvel.
So that was open, but there was nothing there. One of the houses
it was at the
there.
arcade at Marvel.
Yeah, one of the houses was out kind of round the entrance to Doctor Doom, out the back there. Yeah. And it was weird because I'm like, obviously, I know the parks really well now, and I've thought about Halloween Horror Nights that year, and I can't picture where everything was. You know, in my head, it just doesn't seem like it's possible.
What was it, the Matt Hoffman?
That was where we saw Bill and Ted.
That's Bill and Ted, yeah.
That's what everyone's kind of speculating.
Yeah.
But then Darren, if they need another show, even if like the rumours I'm hearing is that Academy of Villains is probably going to be that show that's there every year now, but they need something else to take those crowds out of those houses,
like a sit-down separate show. And there's at the studios there's no place for it. There's no place you can sit down that long, and a place that has like a stage that they can manipulate that much. Like I said, the animal actor stage and all that is way too small, and all those stage pieces are fixed. So so you can't really do anything with that. I don't see it happening. Even if it does go over there and it's in the other place, the Matt Hoffman's place, then I mean, what do you put in? I guess you could bring back Rocky Horror, but people would probably like to see something new and unique. So it's just what do you do?
It's going to be very much in flux next year.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're already on it.
Or do they put more houses in?
That is a possibility. Yeah. You think, because a lot of the money that they're going to be spending on actors and stuff, because you've got to assume that they're paying the actors who do Bill and Ted more than they're paying their standard scare actor.
You would think so.
Oh, I'd hope so.
Yeah, so they're going to have to do something, because if you dump, I know they only do Bill and Ted twice a night. How many people would you say that Fear Factor Live holds? 400 or 500 maybe?
Yeah.
That's 1,000 people in for sort of 20, 25 minutes, half an hour. So you've got an extra 5,000, an extra 1,000 people in those lines.
There is an option. You do open both sides, but only part of it, because
that's what they did last time.
If you think of where all the work's going to be, you can block off at the start of the lagoon, so you can't actually go around the lagoon.
Yeah.
So that's quite a big expanse with side streets, and then you because we know with that walkway with the berms and everything going between the two parks, out the back and everything.
Yeah, because you don't realise how.
They're close, but there's some great open spaces there that can be utilised as well. And half of each park. Yeah. It could work better it could work that way.
You don't realise how close those parks are to each other until you start doing, like, say, Field of Screams that was in between. It's like kind of, if you've ever been to see All the Stories You'll Hear, there's a double gate at the back of there. That's where we had our private meet and greet with them last time. And that goes through into Universal Studios Florida. And I'm pretty sure out the back of there was where they had the Field of Screams
that's why
scare
I
zone.
Remember it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very close. It's going to be, next year's going to, especially after the farce that this year's kind of been announcement-wise at least.
Yeah.
Next year's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, which as of recording, still, we have all the original houses have not been named, but pictures have been posted like crazy about them. And then the final house, IP house, still has not been announced.
Yeah.
this close out. It's crazy. It's almost September.
But yeah, Horror Nights, it's just, I mean, I think we've talked about it before. That pool of properties to pull from
It's smaller every year.
and it's got to be tough, especially when how people are precious with IPs now. It's got to be difficult.
We'll also look at everything that's coming out is remakes.
Yeah.
Movie-wise, there's no original stuff coming out at all.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
so
big problem.
come on, studio people, make some decent new scary movies that can be A, watch, and B, make...
Did you say Baywatch?
A, what?
All right.
That would be a scary
movie from
one, yeah.
Ireland.
Oh, that'd be a dangerous house. Yeah, we want scary movies that can also be transformed into houses.
Yeah.
Do it.
But speaking of that Bill and Ted stage closing and Fear Factor closing there, what's the rumor behind that, Tracy?
Yes, so as you've just said, yes, we are hearing that Fear Factor Live will be closing, and we're expecting that announcement after Halloween Horror Nights 27. We are expecting this seasonal show to be replaced by an expansion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it is rumoured to be themed around the Ministry of Magic. We haven't heard any details. This rumour has been around since Diagon Alley opened, and the ending of Bill and Ted has really lit the fires of speculation once again with it.
As I seem to remember having Jim Hill on when we did his preview of Diagon Alley and saying there was a set of double gates somewhere in Diagon Alley that when they left them open, you could see straight through into the Fear Factor stage, which everyone was like, okay, so they've already left that little there to expand into it.
I have mixed feelings about it. I love Harry Potter. I love the two lands we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody loves Harry Potter. They're going to start alienating people because it's going to become too much Harry Potter. And it's going to become known as a Harry Potter land.
It already is known as the Harry Potter
Yes, that's just because of stupid people that don't educate themselves. I really want this, but I also don't at the same time. I'd like to see something else new.
More Harry Potter. That's what we need. Nope.
If you want to have a Harry Potter land, take that third tract of land, create it over there, dedicate a whole entire space to it. That I would absolutely love.
You'll get that as well. You'll get fantastic beasts.
I know, but I'm just looking at it from the consumer's point of view, from other consumers' points of view. Not everybody loves it. You know.
Yeah, I would like another standalone ride in the place of it. I think it's big enough for, a different attraction there, and has enough land around it to be slightly themed for whatever ride it is, like Men in Black is, So it is kind of a bummer that they're if that's the case and they are using it for more Harry Potter, then I just hope it's a really good attraction.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you look at what the Ministry of Magic could be, we've been in that entrance lobby.
Yes, we have.
And it's amazing. The ride system's already there if you watch the films. The elevator system.
Yeah, if that's a heck of technology to create.
Not really.
Well,
it's more than possible. I'm all for it. Because I look at it as a way, I said to you the other day, didn't I, Tracy, that yes, not everyone's a Harry Potter fan, but a lot of people that go to those parks are. And a lot of those people that are the huge Harry Potter fans will go regularly, but then you'll get those ones that aren't quite that ardent over it and are probably will go maybe every 2 years or something. So you throw something new in there and you get those big Potter fans that haven't been for a while, something new to go in. And then the ones that are going all the time will go anyway, and then it brings more money into the park for them to be able to then spend that money on putting new stuff in. It does still worry me that everything still seems to be going on inside the studios, and Islands of Adventure still seems to be left to rack and ruin. All right, we're getting the Dragon Challenge replacement, but there's nothing. We haven't. All the rumours are for studios, not islands, and that worries me. Because that's the park that should be their flagship park. That was the one when they built it is the state-of-the-art theme park. I've said it before, I think when we talked about Port of Entry, that Islands of Adventure is the theme park that's pushed all other theme parks to do what they are doing now. I think that changed the face of theme parks, and yet they've done barely anything with it since it opened. And it's sad.
Going back to this potential Ministry of Magic thing, how big an area are we looking at?
That's an interesting
comparative to what areas within the other parks? Do we know?
I don't know whether they'd be able to go back.
Are we looking at Diagon Alley size? Smaller?
It's got to be somewhere near, hasn't it, Darren? You need to look at it from above, really, don't we?
So we're technically looking at another land then, a small one, like Diagon Alley is. Well, my concern is, how many rides are we going to get in there?
Oh, you're only going to get one.
That's crap.
Well, no, it's not a land. It's an expansion.
It is, yeah. Oh, great. So Diagon Alley then has 2 rides. I love Diagon Alley.
It's not Diagon Alley, though.
No, hang on. I love Diagon Alley. If you're not eating ice cream or watching Celestina Warbeck,
go on.
You're wandering around looking in fake shop windows, or you're in shops or the toilet.
Craig Lucas is clapping his hands.
Right? What is it to do in there? There's one ride. There's one mediocre ride.
It's not mediocre.
It is.
No, it's not.
That ride.
Oh, I'm done with you.
I was done with you a long time ago, so shut up. That ride, yes, the queue's great until you go upstairs, then...
Oh, come on. It's still a theme park at the end of the day.
It's a theme park. Yes, it's a park. It's a place for fun, not for standing around.
That's what theme parks are.
You know.
We've had that conversation already.
So it's really small. Actually, the area there is, even with the berm around it, it's smaller than the Gringotts show building.
And I haven't got that
right.
yet.
So it's a ride we're going to get then, essentially. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be one attraction, and like I said, it has to take up less area, less space than Gringotts.
Right. So that
that Diagon Alley area is actually pretty big when you look at it from above.
So in that case, then that tempers expectations quite substantially.
Oh yeah, it's tiny.
So there you go. So we're not looking at a land. We're looking at a ride.
Right.
Unless
with an entrance over there in the corner by the other place where you can get butterbeer. What is that place called in the corner of Diagon Alley? The
hopping pot.
Yeah.
Hopping pot, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a restaurant in Diagon Alley. I'll give them that. My concern is just getting another place like that. It's lovely, it's visual, but there's a lot of loitering if you're not riding that ride.
Yeah, looking at that map from above though, Darren, it depends whether they could go back and come across. You know, potentially if it's a show building, you could butt it up against that Gringotts show building. So it still wouldn't be huge.
But even if you have all that space, it's still, Men in Black, that building still has to have all those electric units on the side there. So yeah, you're looking at about a little less than the size of Gringotts.
Okay.
Unless, because I am hearing those rumours about Men in Black disappearing will never go away. I will not.
I'll fall out with them if they do that. Especially if it's for Harry Potter.
Men in Black is gigantic, so
yeah, it's huge. If you add all that in, I hope not. That's when I will kick off. If they close that down and Fear Factor, go, right, we're closing Fear Factor and Men in Black down for Ministry of Magic. I'll go, I love Harry Potter, but don't you dare.
I think we are getting very close to that line.
I understand why they do it. Because that's their cash cow, and why would you not make money off it? But I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, it's only a rumour for now.
It is.
Yes, indeed. So, well, let's give our vocal cords a rest here.
Hey, you. That's right. You. Doesn't listening to the crew at UUOP every week make you wish that you were actually at Universal Orlando Resort? Well, stop wishing and start doing. Mouse and Muggle Travel Company is the perfect place to begin. Their team of concierge-level travel planners will help you every step of the way. From finding the right fit for your family and budget to customized itineraries and insider tips. They can handle it all. Even if a hiccup that is up to no good arises during your trip, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company will manage the mischief for you. And for you muggles who also love the mouse, their team of experts specialize in Disney destinations too. And the best part of all, their services are free to you. So, if you're ready to plan your next Disney or Universal vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the work for you. Just go to mouseandmuggle.com and fill out a no-obligation quote request. Or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. It's that simple. So, what are you waiting for? Just raise your wand and repeat after me. Accio, phone. Didn't work? Muggles. Here, try some pixie dust instead. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
Hi, this is Seth Kaburski from the Unofficial Guides. I hope you all missed me over the last month, because I'm back now with another look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. First of all, just outside of the Universal Orlando Resort, the new Grand National connection between Major Boulevard and North International Drive is now complete and open. This connector road that bypasses over I-4 has been under construction for a while and is now accessible if you want to get from Universal Orlando to the north end of I-Drive near the Premium Outlet Mall or Fun Spot. This is a great alternative to Kirkman Road. Once we get onto Universal property, just want to remind you that we are now in the middle of annual Passholder Appreciation Days, which run through September 30th. There are all sorts of discounts. I personally recommend the steep discount on the My Universal Photos package. Head over to Universal Orlando's website for details on those discounts. In addition, there are also special annual pass holder nights in Islands of Adventure after closing on August 27th and August 31st. Sign up for those was through Universal's website. I believe at this time capacity is all full. Okay, well, let's start over at Islands of Adventure for this trip. And you'll notice that over at the group sales area, right outside the main entrance of Islands of Adventure, the bank of lockers that were there are now gone. To be honest, I haven't looked for them in a few weeks, so I can't tell you exactly when they vanished, but they were rarely used. They were, however, the largest lockers located outside any of the parks. Now the second largest lockers, if you want lockers outside the parks, are located outside of Universal Studios Florida at the far right of the main entrance. In Seuss Landing, I'm sorry to pass along word from Derek Bergen that apparently Green Eggs and Ham is never going to reopen. Now, it's been seasonal for many years and operated maybe a couple days out of the year. But if you had always dreamed of someday getting to try the Green Eggs and Ham sandwich, which, to be honest, was not all that good,
it was all right.
Looks like your opportunity is gone. Over in Jurassic Park, there's some work being done around the archway leading up to the bridge that connects Jurassic Park to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Also, on the Hogsmeade end of that same bridge, there's some similar construction walls around the corner of the stonework there. This could possibly be in preparation for the nighttime lighting show that will be happening on Hogwarts Castle come Christmas time. While we're over in Hogsmeade, Forbidden Journey has been using the express queue regularly now, and I'm sorry to report that it doesn't look like the castle tour will be coming back anytime soon.
Boom.
However, I'm going to give you a tip. They also have been accepting express during the early park admission hours. And since a large number of people going to early admission also have free express from staying in the hotels, the express lane can actually be longer than the standby lane during the first 30 minutes of the early park admission. So keep that in mind if you are staying on site in one of the top 3 hotels.
It's a good tip.
Let's close out this trip by heading over to Universal Studios Florida, where the Despicable Me jailhouse photo op with the Minions has been removed. I should say photo op, but it had been chained off for a while, not allowing you to get close enough to take a picture with the minions, presumably because of damage to the statues. It's gone altogether now, since the movie it was promoting is headed out of theaters, but Gru and the minions are still available in their usual places around the parks and the parade. And last but certainly not least, props for Halloween Horror Nights scare zones have been sighted out in the parks. In the San Francisco area, in front of the former disaster entrance, there is a crashed UFO for the invasion scare zone. There are some boarded up doors and other debris in the New York area for the Purge scare zone. And there are suburban front doors and kooky jack-o'-lanterns hanging from the trees in the Central Park area that will be for the trick-or-treat scare zone. That's all for this edition of All the Little Things. Until next time, this is Seth Kuberski from The Unofficial Guides, Touring Plans, Orlando Weekly, Attractions Magazine, and of course, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Thank you very much for that, Seth. And yes, those scare zones are looking awesome.
Yeah. I would just like to pull my soapbox out for a little bit.
All right.
Because we kind of already said it tonight, but why can't people just leave things alone?
Because they can't. As is said over and over again, this is why we can't have nice things.
So the minion thing got roped off because people were bashing it and what have you.
Didn't some of the hair get pulled out?
I don't
minion
know.
stuff like that. And
Yeah, all of the hair got pulled out.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Well, look at that time when we were last over and there were kids climbing all over the snowman in Hogsmeade.
Yeah, and
I went and spoke to
specifically says don't climb on.
I went and spoke to the cast member on the cart, on the badge, the pin cart, and he basically said, I'll mention it, but there's nothing I can really do.
Right.
And the kids were trying to snap the arms off, weren't they?
We've already seen pictures of some of the pumpkins in the scare zones being damaged,
Smashed, yeah.
right? Then the day that the invasion scare zone went in, after an hour or so, they had to put barriers around it because people were climbing all over them. It's like, what is it about people?
Do people go home and, like, instead of getting off their sofa and walking around the back of it to get somewhere, or do they climb over the top of it?
I just don't get it.
Why?
It drives me up the wall.
And if it's your kids doing it, do you know what? Get hold of them and teach them that you don't do this. That's called parenting. Drives me absolutely insane. I'm sorry I'm on the soapbox with you.
No, it frustrates me, you know?
If you wouldn't do it at home, don't do it there.
Yeah.
Simple as.
It's ridiculous.
You know. Can I just go back to the green eggs and ham thing?
Yes, you can.
I would just like to say, he said it was seasonal. I think he misworded that. I think you would find that green eggs and ham was over seasonal. Yes. If they just stopped with the pepper so much.
I enjoyed it. I like it.
It was nice, but it was over seasoned. Yes.
Well, that is a big departure from most theme park food, though.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, very true. Yes.
See, I like
That's
it.
their hook.
I ended up eating. It was the egg.
The green egg was over seasoned.
I ended up eating yours, Rimmed
You
and
did.
Jade's, I think.
The ham was like plastic.
No, I don't mind it. I like it. But I'm interested, if they're closing it,
What are they doing?
I hope
with
they don't just leave it there. I hope they do something with it rather than just it be a big set piece. Because it's a cool area. 'Cause
Oh, it's
obviously
lovely.
the thing itself is the ham, and then the shade over the top of the tables is a fork and an
holding
egg.
an egg, yeah.
You know, so it's really cool. But I hope they don't just. Let's be honest. They need to do something with the food in Zeus Landing anyway, because
If we eat it, Snookers and Snookers candy for us.
green eggs and ham was okay. I understand why a lot of people probably weren't that bothered.
Improve it so people want to eat it then.
And
It's a no-brainer.
Circus McGurkus is absolutely atrocious.
Cheese on cardboard.
It's terrible. It's the equivalent of what everyone used to say Pizza Planet was like in Hollywood Studios.
And the driest strawberry cake you will ever have in your life.
No, there were little iced bunts.
No, there was one time we had strawberry cake, and I swear to be in the oven for about 6 hours on a low heat so it didn't burn, but it took every bit of moisture out of it. It's grim.
Darren, have you ever eaten in there?
No, I have not.
I wouldn't bother.
So Darren didn't even, like, I know it's bad, so I'm not even going to try out to find out how bad it is.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those things that even as much as I go there, I've never seen it open. So,
What about Circus McGurk's?
oh, Circus, yeah. Well, I just did the character breakfast there.
And how was that?
One time that was okay, I guess.
Breakfast.
I mean, even that, it's like any of those like breakfast at those cafeteria style things where you just go down the line with your tray. Like, I don't know, they're never like great.
Sounds like you went to Zeus prison.
Pretty much, that's what it's like. It's like slap it on there. What do you want?
Bit of grill.
Sausage and bacon.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Like,
But it's weird how they've gone to try and improve the food in the parks a lot. Everyone sort of raved about the what they've done with the Leaky Cauldron and the Three Broomsticks and then Fast Food Boulevard. They need to do it elsewhere. And Zeus Landing is a place that, if it's good, a lot of people are going to take the kids there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
It definitely needs a facelift overall, the whole place. It just needs a new shine on it,
It really does. You all know how I feel about it. I want it to flourish.
And Circus McGurk's is awesome because, if anyone who's listened to the show for any length of time will know I'm a big advocate for places that interact with other things. And the fact that the Zeus trolley train ride comes through the middle of it is brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
Because it gives people on the ride something to, wave. We always wave at people. They never wave back, but we always do it anyway.
No.
And the other way around, it's a different dynamic.
I'm just hoping that this isn't foreshadowing a closure.
And for Zeus Landing as a whole...
It's been rumoured.
No, because Green Eggs and Hams... When was the last time... All right, we ate there in 2013, but it wasn't open when we were there last time.
I know. It's one of those things because for me, that land, Dr. Zeus's stories all have a cautionary tale to tell. And especially with the way things are at the moment, I think a lot of children need to be taught these lessons. Sorry, getting back on that soapbox. Anyway.
I don't think we'll see that go. There's other lands in that park need to go way before that one does.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think what they do with that space, with that green eggs and ham space, is really will tell you where the direction they're headed with that area. If they put something new in, if they decide to utilize that space, then you'll see them like, okay, they still want to put an effort into it. If they just keep running things and operating like they have, then I do have a little bit of concern for it.
No, I agree with that.
Because it's lost its shine. Like I said, when you go through, it's like there's a lot of like concrete kind of feeling to it. Like it should be like more plasticky and shiny.
Yeah.
Like honestly. It just seems like some of that sparkle is just gone unless you go around Christmas where, everything's hidden with the decorations. And all
But that's Islands of Adventure all over for me.
Yeah, exactly. So
I do know what could go in. Keep it as a kiosk. I wouldn't be happy.
You have to retheme it though.
But you could think, you'd have to retheme it, but it could be a Starbelly Books.
No.
But you've got the Starbelly Beaches.
Yeah, but you don't want
Sneeches, I can't even speak.
You don't want to have Starbucks in there.
I don't want Starbucks anywhere. I've already got rid of the one in Darlington.
That's a good point, that though, Darren. That's very interesting to see.
That's interesting to keep
if they just
an eye on
leave
it.
it to sort of rot and just sit there.
yeah.
That'll speak volumes.
Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, because there's still those rumours of a Mount Crumpet coaster.
It wouldn't
still
fit there.
No, but I'm just saying that rumours are still there. And when does the new Grinch come out? Is that this year?
Is it?
That was next year, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let me have a look.
I have mixed feelings.
I think if that comes out and does well, then they might be biding the time. They might like, look, we're not going to spend any money on it now. Let's see how this Grinch film does. And then if that does well, then it should revitalise people's interest in Zeus as a whole. Then we'll see whether we want to move on and do more with the park rather than next year.
Give the Grinch his own ride.
Yeah, next year it comes out.
I can't fit a third
November
Grinch
9th
film
next
into
year.
watch.
The Jim Carrey Grinch is always probably going to be it for me.
Yeah, but it's just, like I say, going back again, islands, it just seems like they've forgotten it. Oh, we'll stick Skull Island in there. We've got Potter in there. We'll chuck a new ride in to get rid of Dragon Challenge. But the rest of it, like, I still don't really understand. We talked about on the Producers Club roundtable last week, you know, they're removing Dueling Dragons, so they're getting rid of those high, really sort of unthemed thrill rides. I don't understand why they retract the Hulk. I don't get it. Because Darren, you said it as well. It's not as if it's any smoother. It's still the same rough-ass ride it was before. I don't understand why they spent that money on that.
Yeah. Oh. Well, let's move on.
Yes.
So,
It's all doom and gloom.
Yeah. Well, let's move into something a little bit nicer here.
Yeah.
You know, hidden gems at the resort we've never been to.
Yes. I've kind of seen the outside of it.
Yeah, this like hidden masterpiece apparently, because everybody that has stayed there that I've talked to says it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about 5 hidden gems at Universal's Portofino Bay.
Yay!
It's a place that has always been that no one has ever been to. So yeah, we're just gonna, go around the list here. Tracy, you want to take the first one here? Is that it?
I have opera singers on the piazza, which sounds lovely. So every night around sunset, weather permitting, of course, you'll be able to hear the romantic sounds of our opera singers. Now, one of my favourite ways, not mine personally, whoever wrote this, to enjoy this beautiful music is with a cheese plate, although I am with this person, it sounds good so far, and a small bottle of wine or two. Small, maybe a medium to large, from Sal's Market Deli, which is just below the balcony where the singers perform. And it makes for a perfect date night, Lee Malaby.
I would love to be able to go to Portofino Bay and do this.
Yeah, all right.
There you go. That sounds really nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like
it's different.
And keeping in with the theme of the hotel,
Cheese, wine, and opera.
This is why we talked about the Universal Hotels thing. This is why I don't think they'll ever go down an IP route. Because this is what they do, and they do it well.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, number 2 just feeds right into that with some gelato. How about that? What's a trip to Italy without a delicious scoop of creamy gelato? I definitely can't leave the hotel, when I'm staying there, of course, without enjoying a cup of pistachio gelato and taking in the view on the harbor. You can get yourself a cup of gelato from the gelateria, of course.
What?
Which is... Gelateria. There you go. Which is next door to Starbucks on the Harbor Piazza. Starbucks, the Italian tradition,
Yeah.
And if gelato isn't your thing, there's also milkshakes, smoothies, pastries, coffee, and espresso. So,
all sounds good.
Yeah, I'll take all of that, please.
There you go, Tracy. Here's one for you then. Number 3 is the Mandara Spa.
Oh.
Now, a spa day is definitely what you need after a long day in the theme parks. Yes, it bloody is. Like, and usually on your feet. The name Mandara, did you know this, is Sanskrit and comes from an ancient legend about the god's quest to find the secret to eternal youth and beauty.
That's not very Italian.
That's interesting. Yeah, no, Sanskrit's not Italian.
Right.
This person says that that's reason enough to indulge in a spa day. What's reason enough? The story's about... Okay, I don't really get that.
Sanskrit is reason enough.
Okay.
Obviously, they're just looking for any loose excuse.
To do like an ancient legend about the god's quest to find the secret to eternal youth and beauty is the reason enough to indulge in a spa day.
Of course. I mean, look what they went through.
Yeah.
I couldn't. People touching me.
I'm not a spa person, to be honest.
And if anybody actually tried to touch my feet, I would kick them. Sorry. It's just a reflex.
No, I'm not a spa person. Just give me a bed.
I don't have enough money to be a spa person.
Even if you did, you wouldn't.
I don't know.
You just said you're not.
Go for it.
I've had one.
And you enjoyed it, and then I nearly had a car crash and nearly tore some bloke's head off.
Yeah, I wasn't relaxed after that. Anywho.
Yeah.
Was it me? Sorry. 3 pools. 3 pools. Do you love a little variety in life?
Wasn't that... Oh, no, it was 2 princes, wasn't it? Go on.
Could have been 3 seashells. At Portofino Bay Hotel, you don't have to settle for 1 pool. We have 3 amazing and unique pools to choose from. In fact, this hotel has the most pools of all of our on-site hotels at Universal Orlando Resort.
Brilliant. How much water did they need at that resort?
There's the N pool, the O pool, and the P pool. What? No bum ting. God. That also answers the question about how much water they need. The beach pool is our main pool and the perfect place for the family. This pool features a Roman aqueduct-themed water slide, a sandy beach, children's pool, that's the P pool, 2 hot tubs, and plenty of games for all. If you like a bit more exclusivity, our villa pool is a beautiful, calm pool with private cabanas and upgraded lounge chairs. Sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like even more seclusion, yes, I do. The hillside pool is definitely for you. It may be out of state, but it's definitely for you. No, it's not really. The pool sits next to the hotel's east wing and is a quiet place to relax by the water and perhaps catch up on that book you haven't been able to finish. If you haven't been able to finish it, you shouldn't be reading it. Get a new one.
Didn't they say they had 3 pools?
3 pools, yes. I've just read 3 out.
Yep.
No. There was the beach
The
pool.
beach pool,
Hang
the villa
on.
pool.
Shh. The
Oh,
beach pool, the children's pool,
no.
the villa pool, and the hillside pool. That to me is 4.
Well, if there's a hillside pool, technically it's not a pool. It'll be a waterfall because it's running downhill. So there you go. We're back down to 3.
Where
Problem
is all
solved.
How big is that resort, though, that it's got all of this?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't believe that it exists.
Like as I say, we've only seen the outside of it. It may just be a cardboard facade for all we know.
You do know that these pools are very small and they're actually like, when you see like the Chinese water parks and it's just loads of bodies that are just undulating in the
Yeah,
water.
just
That's
like
what they're
smashing.
actually like.
Yeah.
They're like 5 foot square or round.
I'm going to have a look at it.
It does sound very nice.
It does.
yeah.
It does look really nice, and apparently it's not that expensive.
I would last about 10 minutes round a pool though. 'Cause I
I'm not
always
bothered
do.
about that.
I thought it was the most expensive out of the.
It is, but I don't think it's that expensive
Why have we never stayed?
because it's more expensive than the others.
And it's further out.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
Never even seen like signs for it or anything on property. It's just like something that doesn't exist in my mind.
I'm just having a look now. See, it's quite far
I'm
out.
looking at pictures and I'm thinking it's CGI. I'm pretty sure. These are just pictures of Italy.
So you're actually getting Portofino Bay.
Yeah, that's on his port.
Might be cheaper to go to Portofino Bay for real.
Yes, it's a very nice place that exists only in your mind. Number 5, finally, we have bocce ball.
Cool.
You be able to pronounce that, Lee. That's why you gave it to me.
Yeah.
And games by the pool. I don't even know what bocce ball is. So.
It's
It's like bools.
do you know what bools is, Darren?
No.
Right, so basically you throw a white ball
A jack
to the end.
or a jacques.
It's on like a
Bools.
long
Court. Pitch.
kind of thing, and you throw a white ball at the end, and then everyone has to throw, like the 2 people have to throw their other balls and get it as close to the other one as they possibly
You
can.
kind of hold it in the palm of your hand, but turn it so that your hand's on top of the ball, and you kind of throw it. It's not underarm. It's kind of like you flick your hand up and throw it that
Okay.
way.
It's like 10-pin
And you-
bowling without
but
the pins.
But you can't. You're throwing it into sand, aren't you? So it doesn't.
Not
really,
always.
As a rule, so it doesn't really roll.
Gotcha.
We used to play it on the Move, didn't we? It was good.
So,
On the PlayStation Move.
picturing it somewhat similar, well, not really similar, but somewhat to like curling, where you're just trying to get something to a target.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Basic same idea.
I like
Can you,
green
knock
bowling.
out the other ones and stuff? And
Yeah.
whatnot. That's
Yes.
the whole point. Gotcha. All right. Well, then this makes it easier to understand. It says, I love personally, me, of course, peace and quiet by the pool, but I also love friendly competition. You can challenge your friends and family to a game of bocce ball next to our villa pool or battle them in a ping pong tournament by the beach pool. You can even join one of our poolside activities like water balloon tosses, pool basketball, hula hoop contests, and even arts and crafts. The poolside activities take place at the beach pool and change daily. Be sure to check out the pool activity board for all the details.
Arts and crafts by the pool?
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
watercolor.
Depends on the arts.
That deserves it.
Yeah, but it's cool. I don't know why they bother with like activities and that kind of thing at the hotels at these places because it's like you got a theme park.
Yeah, but probably because people would complain if there wasn't something on.
Is everybody like us though? Does everyone go to the so they want to go and stay at Universal and not be in park open to park close?
Apparently not. But I mean, even like I'm there all the time, and I still, will spend a considerable amount of time in the park before I, do any kind of like weird arts and crafts activities at the hotel.
That's very true.
Yeah. So
I mean, we've spent nearly $500 at this point staying on site at hotels, and we've barely seen anything but the inside of the room.
Yeah, I did go for a walk around French Quarter.
I'm not talking about Disney.
No, I'm just saying I went for a walk around French Quarter.
We saw more of that.
It was dark.
In fairness, we were there
so I didn't see a lot.
2 weeks though.
Yeah, and part of that is everything else costs more money at the resort too. It's not like since you're staying there, you're getting it for free.
Yeah.
So you're still going to pay a considerable amount and like a crazy amount more than any other place, for restaurants and that kind of thing as well. So, yeah. But, if you have the ability to do it, and if I could, I certainly would love to stay at one of these resorts for like a week.
Yeah.
And be able to casually go in and out of the parks, and then spend a lot of time at the hotels, checking things out. So
Thomas Wagner.
Maybe that's just for when you're old and you can't ride things anymore. And you just
so in other words,
kids...
about where we're at now. Then
there
getting there. You're spending your kids' inheritance.
Yeah, exactly.
What kids' inheritance? Where's that at? Like.
Yeah, we've got to get we the kids. So we've got to get our inheritance first.
Fair enough.
Yeah, to spend it.
Well, there you go.
Got it all worked out.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to check it out one day. So
yeah,
maybe Lee will send us to review one of these days. That'd be.
You're gonna have another one to throw in the mix soon when Aventura opens next year.
Yes, we can't wait for that, and it's it's already shaping up quite nicely. I saw some construction pictures of that pretty recently, and it's sprouting up really fast. So
it is, yeah. We were watching the Tim Trackers video, and it's going to be interesting. It looks really different from everything else on site.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely one excited to just sit there and spend the whole day, and not even go to the parks, just check out the hotel for a day and see what it's like.
To see what the technology side of it is, because that's what they seem to be pushing as the hook to get you there.
Yeah,
interesting
definitely.
stuff.
Cool. See how far I can get with the iPad before security runs after us.
Yeah, you'd just be sitting there when you're going, curtains open, curtains closed, curtains open, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, TV on, off. That's all you'll be doing all day. This is cool. I want one of these at home.
So to brew the coffee and flush the toilet,
room service,
and turn
sandwich,
the shower
room
on.
service, drink.
Turn the lights off on each other when you're in the bathroom. That kind of fun stuff.
We do that anyway.
Flush the toilet. All right.
Does it have a turn down service?
I don't know. I don't think so. Little robot arms come out.
Yes.
You want a little robot that comes up and says, "Not tonight, dear. I've got a headache."
No. It'll be like
Really? Again? On fire tonight? Nothing.
They'll come out of the wall. It'll be like Terminator, in the T2 pre-show when it comes and tucks the child in.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be like. You see? That
the whole thing kind of gives me a T2 vibe, so very much possibly.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. So, anyways, I think that's going to do it for the show. We don't want to get too far into our blue skies for that one. So, all right. Well, thank you all very much for listening, and we will see you on the next one.
Well, that wraps up another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Thanks for listening. Between shows, please subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes. It really helps. But if you're not an Apple user, you can find us on Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, or wherever great podcasts are found. Head over to our blog at uuopodcast.com for show notes, articles, and more. You can get in touch with us by emailing podcast@uuopodcast.com or leave us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Just search UUO Podcast. And if you're planning a trip to Universal Orlando or Walt Disney World, please check out our sponsors by going to mouseandmuggle.com to book your next trip. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.